Bye bye birdie.
Yeah, bye bye birdie. I wanted to say the same thing. That ugly ass bird that was on there. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and another episode of Dare to Decorate. Today I want to try something that's not new, something I've been seeing on YouTube and from other YouTube decorators very often. They're taking acrylic paint mixed with baking soda to paint glass vases, or to make them look like, more expensive old ceramic vases. But every time they've done it, they've only done it on clear glass. Well, I want to put it to the test today if it works on colored glass, dark colored glass. I happen to have a couple of glass vases. They've been sitting around. They're not my taste anymore, but they're very nice size, very nice formed. And as you see, they're not hand blown, but however they're made, they're not just painted. The color is in the glass. Can I use this technique to cover these? I have this one. I have this beautiful one I used to love, but you really can't get a lot of flowers in there. I kind of like the color, but I feel like it would look better as a ceramic, some kind of artwork. I also have this small one. If you guys watch my living room tour, you saw my Murano ashtray that I used as my inspiration for my whole color scheme for my living room. In that Murano ashtray, glass ashtray, there was little spatches of a very strong orange. So I saw this and I was like, oh, this is cute. This thing is so little, so pinnalish. It's not even, it doesn't bring the effect I want to. So we're gonna try to color this. And then, okay, this is already ceramic. Somebody gave this to me, never really liked the print. Believe me, I did check. I had evaluated. It's not some expensive Chinese piece like it was told to me. But I figured, let me see. I love the shape. I love the form. Let me see if I can even cover this. And this is actually painted, hand painted on. So let's see if we can get this covered to make it just look like an old jug. So this is what we're working with today. So, you ready? Let's get started. This is what we're working with here, all my materials. I have my popsicle sticks to stir and mix. Here are the different colors that I've chosen. Chosen? I meant chosen. Some mints, a dark violet, a nice clay gray, another soft gray green color, and some other different colors of green. Got my baking soda. Got my different brushes and all my bowls I need to mix. And I've protected everything with plastic. So, let's get started. We're going to start with this larger vase here. And I'm imagining that I want this in this beautiful dark sage color. This is a muted green color, but I think that would go very good in my living room and match another very large ceramic vase I have. So let's get to mixing this. Let's see if this has a security tab on it. It does. Get that peeled off. Okay. And I'm gonna probably go ahead and put almost a whole tube in here. Okay, let's start with a half a tube. But look at that. It's a great color. Loving this color. And they say put the same amount of baking soda as you have paint. So I'm going to mix a little bit or pour in a little bit and mix a little bit. Don't want to go too much too quick. Make sure I get no clumps in there. Okay, I'm starting to see a little bit of the grit, but I think I want it grittier. If I get it too gritty, I can always add some more paint. Good consistency. I don't know. I want to try for a little bit more grittier. I want a lot of texture on it. No pain, no gain. See how this works out. Keep getting the stupid clumps in there. Starting to get the grit. Let me get this completely mixed up, and I think I might do one more dump in there. Yeah, I'm gonna do one more dump. Okay, I think I've gotten the consistency I want. Let me mix, make sure there's no clumps in there. And we're gonna get started. Okay, that looks really good. I see the grit in it. It almost looks like if you've mixed grout for your tiling or some kind of mortar. Okay. All right, let's start with the biggest brush because it's the biggest vase. Make me a little room here. Stick my hand in here so I can turn it. Wait, maybe I need to hold it this way. Okay. Look, it still has the price tag on here. I don't even know how long I've had this. So let's go. In one direction. This is drying really fast too. I want to put on a thick layer, but I was worried about not having enough paint, so I wanted to give it at least covered. I can always come back and do a second layer, but as I'm going back over it, it feels gritty, like it's already dry. It's really working a lot better. Can you imagine if I get this done in just one layer? Okay, I think I've got it pretty good done. I wonder if I should paint more in the inside here. Yeah, I think that's good for now. If I have to end up doing a touch-up, then I will later. So, how are we doing? Doesn't look bad. One down, 3 to go. Okay guys, next we're gonna work with this little orange one. I have this beautiful, it's called sap green, a little bit like a baby caca green, but I like it. And I also have this yellowish green. Both of these colors I like. I'm probably gonna mix these. I'm wondering if that one will be okay by itself because I have a matching one to this that actually is this color, the glass itself. And that's the one I've decided to keep it as original, in its original form. Let's see what this yellow green looks like first. It could be that this is enough and this is all I want. So let's go in there. Nah. That was a little bit too neon green. Okay, we're gonna add about that much of that. Let me get me a pen here and let's add in some sap green. What does this look like? Oh yeah, that's a pretty color. Let's start with a little at a time and see what kind of green I get with this. Okay, we're getting there. I like the look it's getting. Let's add a little bit more sap green. My cat is in the background complaining. She wants something to eat. Clover, you sound like a puma. Okay, now we're getting there. I kind of like that green. I'm wondering, do I need a little bit more of the dark green? Oh, that's a pretty...
I like the color.
Yeah, I like the color too. I hope I've made enough. That's the problem because, again, I did not measure. If this is not enough paint, and then I have to remix to match the color. Yeah, of course, chaotic making. But let's start with some baking soda and get this one ready. Okay, we are going with this bright olive color. I think it's a good mixture. Let's just hope I have enough. I've mixed enough. And let's take a smaller brush. I probably need to go with something like this. Fortunately, this is so small, it fits on my baby finger and I can hold it the whole time. You know what? I thought it would be better to paint with the smaller brush because of the smaller vase. But I find that making the swipes with the smaller brush is a little more difficult. Even if it's a small vase, I would still maybe use a wider, bigger brush because you can just get more symmetrical, even easier strokes. The small brush is not cutting it. Okay, that was pretty good. Third one, we're working on this one, and I have a very good idea for this one. I love this color. It's called Mint, and it's very close to the gray, light gray, but with the light. You really have to squint your eye, but it is a nuance of green in there that matches my walls and my curtains in my living room and dining room perfectly. But I just feel like I have now two solids. The fourth one's going to be solid. I'm going to totally cover this one with this color, and then I'm going to come back after it's dried. I'm going to make a partition about right here, or a guideline, and then I'm going to do the bottom part of this beautiful violet purple. So we're going to do this one in a bicolor. Look, I just found a cool effect. Instead of going all the way around, right about where the thinnest part of the neck starts, I started going up to change the direction of the texture, and that kind of looks cool. It looks like it was on purposely done, and it's actually helping me get the neck of it better, and I kind of like that effect. Okay guys, so we learned a trick. Changing the direction of the brush can give you a cool, different effect of the ceramic. Like that's how it was created. I think that's good. I'm gonna leave this like it is. And when this is dry tomorrow, then we're gonna put in the purple. Okay, ready for the last one. This could actually even be porcelain, and we're gonna try to restore this and make it look a little bit cooler. Get rid of this not so attractive print, and so let's get started. Okay, now I'm mixing in the gray color that I had with a little bit of baking soda. Alex and I were discussing before that I love this detail here, so I was only going to paint to the rim here, and now I notice it has the same rim on the bottom, so I'm trying to not paint over that and keep that also. I find that pretty cool, and I think I finally got the right consistency. This spreads good, or just this spreads good, covers good, has the grit. It's not leaving so many brush strokes, but it also could be that this is actually porcelain or ceramic, so it paints a little bit differently than the glass. But I'm already loving how easily this is going on, and I think I'm going to be able to get the effect and restore this piece, that it turns into, instead of ugly piece that's at your weird aunt's house with 50 cats, it's going to be a cool piece. No insult when aunts with cats. I love cats, but you know what I'm talking about. Okay, like I said, this is the best consistency that I've reached, but I can't tell you how much baking soda I put in there because I kind of just mixed everything freely. Like I said, it could also be because it's a different surface, and look how easily that's covered. I really thought with the hand painted figures on there, I was going to have to work harder at covering this, but this is actually becoming the easiest piece to cover. Wow, I'm liking this already.
Bye bye birdie.
Yeah, bye bye birdie. I wanted to say the same thing. That ugly ass bird that was on there. Bye bye birdie. The only thing is here, look, the color is settling into that one crack there. I think you might be able to see it. I'm gonna put a little bit more in there, but it doesn't matter. Hey, a crack in an old ceramic vase looks cool also, as long as it doesn't fall apart. I wonder if it's also because this is the brush we washed out with water so we could reuse it, but maybe having a moist brush helped also. Something to think about, because acrylic is water soluble, so maybe that just helps smooth it out even more.
Okay guys, I'm done for today, letting these 4 vases dry overnight. I will see you tomorrow.
The next day.
Okay, after marking a couple of dots so I can make sure that I get a straight line, I'm going in with the beautiful violet color to get my bicolor vase.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it alone before I fuck it up.
Okay, I didn't really care for the color on the small vase. It ended up looking like a little avocado. So I've taken some sandpaper and you see me just sanding all of the paint and the baking soda mixture off. And we're gonna start off new. I have a new idea for this one. I mixed up a new batch of the gray color, which I had used on the Chinese ceramic vase for the small one, and I have decided to do my strokes vertical up and down. Going around horizontal, I think just didn't have a nice effect on such a small vase. Later, my new idea for this vase, I'm going to go back and also make this one a split bicolor vase. Love the violet color. I want to use it again.
The next day.
And here you see the end product, guys. I love the 2 bicolor vases, especially the small one, half gray, half violet. With the other 2 larger vases, I didn't even need 2 coats. I just went in afterwards, touched up a couple of places, especially with the taller vase where I could see some of the black through it. And the Chinese ceramic vase, it was easy to cover just with 1 coat. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe. Please give me a thumbs up and say hi down in the comments. And I hope to see you next time. Bye.